this video is for anybody going through a hard time, anybody overthinking things, anybody needing somebody to talk to about your personal problems, especially if you feel like you can't escape them. I was once that person, and I don't mean to be like, oh my God, feel bad for me and all the things I've been through. I just understand what it's like to be in a situation where you feel like you can't control how you're being treated, or just like the frequency of your environment or the people around you, or just certain things. Firstly, I just want to say it does get better. Realize that the things that are happening to you are not to be taken personally, and typically it's because other people are dealing with their own problems and they're reflecting them on you. And I feel like people say that all the time, but that's so common. But I think it's really overlooked because a lot of times we don't realize that this is in our family, and these are, it's not just about having close friends and, understanding that, okay, people outside of this circle, of course, have their own things and their own problems and their own, things that we can't control. But a lot of times those people are also inside of your circle, and you can't control whether or not they're in there. It's not like you can cut them off. I remember being in situations like that where I just felt very stuck. You feel very alone. You just feel like nobody really understands you. You're never heard. But forget all of that. We have to stop feeling sorry for ourselves, because the situation could always be worse. No matter how hard it is, it could always be worse. And I had to realize that for myself, like, as just common, regular people, me, just a regular person, like, we're so blessed in this life, not only just with the blessing of life, but with all the blessings that come with it. It just makes you feel so grateful for everything that, not only everything that you are and like who you are, but everything that you have. And I say that just by being yourself, like nothing materialistic, no items that, make you feel like, oh my gosh, yes, I got this item and now I'm this feeling. No, like, it's genuinely just coming from who you are, being you, and living authentically and not giving a fuck. And once you don't do that, like, the world opens into this like blossoming flower of just opportunities. And I don't mean opportunities like a job or like a career or like a friendship. I mean opportunities within yourself, like becoming a better person and understanding yourself on a deeper level, and grasping what it means to be a human. Taking out our physical bodies and everything around us, and just solely thinking of us as a soul. Understanding how we are so in tune with the earth, and just, it really, really, really makes you realize that nothing really matters, and there's no reason to give a fuck. And the more that you give a fuck, the more that you feed in, and the more that you give, it's like you're just losing those things of yourself, and you're losing the connection with yourself, losing the connection with the earth, you're losing the connection with other people in your life, like love connections, friendships. As much as you give into those negative things, it's literally gonna cause starvation. We have to start feeding ourselves. And of course, it's so hard to do in a situation where you have no control of what is happening to you. Like, how the freak are you supposed to do that? My answer to you is, keep your head above the water. Do not go into that rabbit hole, into that darkest place that you know you can go, where you're depressed and you're just like, nothing is making sense, and you just feel like the world is ending. Have those moments, but just let them be moments, and never ever let them be more than that. Because the second you allow those emotions to become, decisions and to affect your actual feelings and what you do next with those emotions is far more important than the emotion itself. Emotions, they come and go, especially as women. Be honest with yourself. You get emotional sometimes. We just get emotional sometimes. Like, it just happens. Men get emotional sometimes too, in their own way. That's okay. It's okay to feel that way, but we cannot allow these things to control who we are. And I also realized that when we're in situations where people who feel as though they're trying to have a sort of power or control over you, the more you react, the more you give into that emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, the more they're going to be happy and the more they're going to want more. Because all they want is that control over you. All they want is to feel any sort of connection to you, being that they've already burnt the healthy one. Does that make sense? And once somebody breaks the connection with you, the healthy one, they're going to do a lot of things that they can to do once they realize that you're a good person to still be in your life. And a lot of times people don't even realize that by doing that, they're doing negative things, they're doing things that are hurting you, they're doing things that are confusing you, and ultimately it's making you draw from them even more. That feeling for them is going to be so much stronger if you just do not react. Anything can happen to you, anything can be said to you, and you get to choose how to react in that situation. And I wish I would have reacted differently in so many situations. And a lot of times we're not thinking about how to react. Adrenaline, anxiety, a lot of things, emotions, like when things are heightened, you're not really thinking about what's gonna happen after. But coming from someone who has been in that situation and is now in a situation where I do have the time to think about my reaction, I do have the ability to, it's so much better. It's so much healthier, and your conscience is so much clearer because no matter what and no matter how shit goes down, your intentions were good, you didn't do shit to deserve what happened to you, and you will get back everything bad that's happened to you. You will get it back in goodness. You will get it back in graces, you will get it back in blessings, you will get it back in everything that you deserve. But I do think that we have to also prioritize ourselves in those situations. Don't let that affect you personally, internally, who you are. Don't let that change who you are or who you are trying to become. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy the amount of people that we don't know that are trying to keep us from our blessings, that are trying to keep us from our goals, who don't want to see us reach our highest heights that we know we can reach. It's really people out here who are trying to do everything they can to pull you down and go against you and make sure that you do not reach your highest heights. Don't allow them to do that. Don't allow anybody to do that to you, because you are the controller of your own reality. Especially people who don't have a lot of control in their own lives, and whether that be with themselves or with their job. Maybe they have a freaking terrible boss, or they just hate their life, and the moment they think they can get control over somebody, they're gonna take it. Don't give it to them. And I used to think, oh no, she not finna do-da-da, he not finna do-da-da, I'm finna say all this and do. What is that gonna do for me though? It just drains me. It's taking my time, it's taking my energy that I spent so much time healing and protecting. You want me to waste that on what? So no, we don't do that. And you're probably listening to me like, girl, shut the hell up. Like, this shit is not, I feel you, bro. Like, trust me, I know what you mean. I know how you feel. And I'm telling you, as somebody who has came out the other side of it and is so much better after the fact, I wish I would have done what I'm doing now then. And that's really this new message for this video. I saw a Instagram video like a while ago. I'm sure you've seen it. It's like, I saw it a few times on my timeline. And it's basically this guy, he's in a room with a bunch of people and he's telling them that if somebody came up to you and said, I don't like your blue hair and you have brown hair, it wouldn't really affect you because you don't have blue hair. And I think a lot of times, like, we don't really apply that to ourselves. People might say, oh my God, you're so mean, you're so ugly, you're so this, you're so that, and we react. Like, we're not even that. So what's the point? What's the point of reacting and feeding into something when somebody's calling you or trying to claim you as something you are not, never have been, and never will be? It just doesn't make sense, and never will. So just please try to stay true to yourself. Do things for yourself. Take time for yourself, whatever that may be. Squeeze it in. Do it as much as you can. I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy, bro. But if you just do little things, in the end, you're gonna thank yourself. You're gonna feel more mature, and you're gonna feel more respectable just within yourself. Like, this is not about how people look at you. This is about how you look at yourself. And you're gonna respect yourself more. You're gonna love yourself more because you've cared about yourself more. You know, you haven't put yourself in a situation where you know you're gonna be compromised and you know you're gonna have a bad time, or you know the end of it is not gonna be how you think or whatever. Stop trying to prove your point. Your point's already proven within you, within your intentions, within your truth, and that is literally all that matters. The truth of the matter is that that person does not control who you are. As much as they might try, as much as they might tell you everything, oh, I think you're selfish, I think you're condescending, I think you're this, it doesn't matter what you think. It never did, and like I said before, it never will. It only is gonna matter if you let it matter, if you make it matter. So, don't make it matter. Don't worry about that. Stay true to who you are, because only you know truly who you are, and you can only know truly your intentions. And if your intentions have been bad, own up to that. Be real, be responsible, take accountability, and forgive yourself and move the freak on. Y'all make mistakes, bro. As long as you ain't do nothing crazy, like, we all make mistakes, bro. It's okay. So yeah, guys, that's the message of today. Please, please, please keep your head up. Everything is gonna be okay. It's a beautiful world out here. It's waiting for you. You know, don't do anything that could keep you from it. It's coming. It's all coming in due time, in divine timing, and in the end, the lessons that you've learned and the things that you've experienced, you're going to be grateful for them, actually. Without anything that has ever happened to me, I would not be who I am today. And like, the person I am today is shaped by all the things that, you know, have happened to me. And I'm completely fine with that. I'm completely okay with that. I love everything, you know, it's fine. It's all wrapped up in a little bow and it's ready to go. Because I can't change it. So, I don't have any other choice. But yeah, anyways, guys, if you guys like this video, you know, give it a thumbs up. Please let me know some suggestions down below of some more videos to make. I know somebody recommended for me to make a video on some books that I read. I will do that when I get my books. I'm not really in town like right now, so I don't have my books with me, but I'm gonna do that when I go back home. And yeah, let me know any suggestions you guys have, like anything. I love talking. So I hope you guys are having a great afternoon, day, night, whatever it is over there. Stay blessed, stay up, get that money, you know what I'm saying, and it's gonna be okay. Okay, bye guys.